Hi guys, so today is Saturday and it is my mom's birthday. So most of my siblings are here. My brother drove up from Cincinnati. My sister and her fiance are here from Texas. It's really bright out. It's actually really not bright, but whenever it's really overcast, you get this like glowy background. Yeah, I was gonna say foreground, totally not. Okay. Mac strip down. Do we even understand that, or was that like super stutter? Mac strip down. I always feel like when I'm in the car, I see someone in the rearview mirror. Oh, that's so weird, right? I feel like that's like a sign of like very like strong emotional insecurity, which I don't think I have right now. Oh my god, this is too much sharing. When I got back from Dubai, and you know when you're like just not in like a really good place, like you just feel very like when your life just doesn't feel together, and like my life was definitely so not together then. Whenever I was driving, I would always imagine someone was in my backseat. Like, not imagine, like I would actually think I saw someone in my backseat, and it would like freak me out for the longest time. And then eventually it just stopped. But you guys ever have that? Ugh, okay. Surat Lip Sleek in Bandy. I'll bet the next time I see Andrew, this mine will be gone. Because I use this every day. Almost every day. Like I keep it in my purse so it gets used. So what we're doing for my mom's birthday is the kids will be cooking, and essentially it'll be like an all-day barbecue. We'll just have, there will be like ribs and shish kebab and just, you know, just all kinds of stuff, and we'll just hang out like as a family all day. Okay, so I do believe that nobody is home, but I am not complaining. I will just sit here and take a nap and scroll Instagram while I wait. Guys, seriously, like I go on Instagram literally to see if Andrew posted anything. I'm like never really on Instagram anymore. It's not sad. You just feel like that tiny joys that you feel, that tiny joys. Oh. You know, just like that kind of like 10-minute scroll of going through Instagram, like, oh, that's new. Ooh, that's funny. Ooh, you know, like I haven't done that. I like don't do that anymore. It's been like a couple of months since I've actually like properly went through Instagram, like, you know. Ribs, shish kebab, some stir-fried Chinese cabbage, corn, okay, with jackfruit, guava, made creme brulee, mango ball flour, mango ball flour. All right, so we are on a Sunday morning. I vlogged a little bit of food yesterday, and I tried to, not even tried, I was like wanting to vlog like us as a family, but we speak a lot of Chinese, Mandarin, so it was like, what are they even saying? And then there's like, whatever, we spent like a lot of time. We hung out, we ate, we cooked, and it was like just talking for like hours and hours, reminiscing. It was really fun. And then today, again, more family things. I think we're gonna do rice paper egg rolls, which are the best, right? I mean, come on. So I'll vlog a little bit of that, but I don't know, I mean, family time is not happening. And then me, my mom, and my sister, I don't know if the boys are coming. There will be some shopping because she is getting married. My sister's getting married in November. So we're gonna see if we can maybe find her some cute earrings. We already have her gown picked out. We found that in February. This is the Lancome matte shaker in Energy Peach. So cute. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, Monday morning. Why am I so tired? I know I'm so tired. You know when you spend like the weekend with people, and even though you're just like hanging out and like eating, talking, maybe I don't know, go to a restaurant or maybe you go shopping or something. Why do I feel so drained? Like I feel like I did not have a weekend. Oh my god, it's like there was like no rest. You know what the other thing is? I think this might be like a person thing. Like if you're more of like an introvert and you need like time alone, because I feel like extroverts get a lot of energy from like being around people. I do not. Being around people completely takes all of my energy, so I feel like a combination of just like always being occupied or not getting any alone time. Like I don't feel like re-energized like at all. Yeah, and I'm wearing color. You guys like it? Every so often this happens. I'm literally half an hour late for work. I could not find anything to wear. Do you guys ever have this, like when this happens you're like, what is wrong with me? You go through every single outfit combination, you're like, why is this so ugly? Oh, and then my makeup took forever to do because I used the retinol last night, the Peter Thomas Roth, and I know going in the next morning I'm gonna have to like really exfoliate, but I didn't do it this morning, so of course I'm like, oh, you know, whatever, I'll just put my eye cream on and a moisturizer. Then of course I put my makeup on, it does not adhere, nor does it look good. So I'm like, let me wipe it off again and try a different moisturizer, when in the end, really, the third time when I removed my makeup, I really just had to exfoliate. I don't know what is wrong with me today. It's almost like I was purposely doing everything the hard way today. Good morning. We are on Friday morning, which means we're again doing it at the last minute. So I don't know when I'm editing this. I really don't want to wake up early to edit this tomorrow. Maybe I can get it done tonight, I don't know, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna be home till late. So let's see how this works out. Okay, the nails look gross. I just noticed that when I was about to do some swatches. I would just show them to you now because like, look at this. This middle finger is looking really rough. There's like, but look at, I mean, overall, that's something I did, but like the way this nail polish, it's just growing out. It's not like chipping per se. And I've been wearing this on and off this summer, and every time I wear it, there's someone asks what it is. And some have even gone to Instagram to be like, what was that? So what it is the Kiko polish in number 480. Ooh, sorry. Kiko 480. It's really pretty. If you are a NC 25 to maybe NC 35, this looks so beautiful. It just kind of like mimics like the tone of your skin, and then it just gives a little bit of like that metallic glow to it. So that's that. I used to be able to link it, but recently I found that I can't find it on the Kiko website, at least not on the US website. If you are shopping from Kiko from another country, maybe it's on your site, I don't know. Skincare. I use the Derma E Illuminating Rose Hip and Cranberry Face Oil. I snagged this from Andrew when I visited him. He had a whole bunch of Derma E. This is really nice. This is a really beautiful oil. It's extremely moisturizing. Sometimes when you look at the ingredients in oils, there's like a lot of like filler oils, or there's something like glycerin in it and you're like, that's fine. But like when you see the term facial oil, you're looking for something that's just oils. I'm looking for just a massive oil blend. And this is so pretty. I've probably only been using it for about 3 days. Mostly just, you know, in the morning. It's extremely moisturizing. It says 2 to 3 drops. I really think 2 drops is good. Sometimes even just 1 drop, especially since it's summer. I'm really excited to see how this goes in the winter, but I really like this. Or at night, I would mix it with my Black Rose Cream Mask from Sicily, and it's just like, oh, so nice. Because I usually don't turn the AC on at night, but it's been so humid that I'm having a hard time falling asleep. So if the AC is on, I definitely put something much more moisturizing on my face. Something that I would probably typically use only in the winter. The Cosmetics Opti Crystal Liquid Crystal Serum. I have done a full review on this. I will show you just kind of like the fun part of it, and that is that it is like very holographic. Once you apply it to the skin, it goes neon green to yellow, which is super pretty. And I wanted to follow up with you guys because I have been using it for about a month now, and I still love it. there have been a few times, just a few, where I have like veered off and been like, well, maybe I'll try this. No. This is one of those products for me where once I started using it, I couldn't fathom or understand using another product because it is so smoothing, so moisturizing. Every concealer corrector goes on so beautifully on top of it. You need the teeny tiniest amount. I'm not even kidding. Like, some products say that, but you actually have to build a little more. This one, sometimes I'll be like, why is this concealer working so great? But then it's just like, oh, I probably haven't used it with this before. It's just so nice. I know it's an investment, but it's worth it, because if you have tired eyes, you don't get enough sleep, you definitely feel like you lack moisture. For me, the number one most obvious thing that this does is provide a ton of moisture, but not in a way that makes your eye makeup run or like makes your eye makeup crease. So I just wanted to update you guys on this because it's been, I think it might be, yeah, it's been maybe over a month. So wanted to let you guys know how I feel about it. Still love it, still use it every day, morning and night. This is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Camouflage in the shade Peach. Again, something I nabbed from Andrew. This I really like. And I don't know if it's because of this eye cream, because I had mentioned it before, but I don't know how this is gonna go in the winter. But as of right now, I really love it. I have it on the under eyes, I have it around the mouth, I have a little bit under the nose. I don't know what's been happening under my nose. It's like, it's gone now, but it was just, have you ever had this where like it's really dry, just like right here, and I had like tons of whiteheads, but they were like really kind of painful, and I would like extract them with like, not a comb down extractor, but like kind of the ones that look like tweezers where I kind of press and like pull it out. I don't know, it's just been like, it's like I said, healed now, but like there was a good week and it was like painful. Like I could feel it during the day. Anyway, tangent. This stuff, really like it. Let me give you the color. I feel like I should be swatching things for you, but I'm not. I'm being like lazy. I don't know. Oof. That's the shade. Oh my god, my nails. But that's what it looks like. For foundation, I have the MAC Next to Nothing Face Color. This is in Light Plus. Oh my god, it's like, did I just steal everything from Andrew? Okay. I tried using this with my hands, and I used it on and off after I got back. And I didn't really like it with my hands because I was like, oh, it's so balmy. And sometimes when I watch his vlogs, I can see him use his hands, and I'm like, maybe it's different for him. But I also like texted him about it. He's like, yeah, brushes are better. So don't use a beauty blender. The beauty blender doesn't do anything for this. You're just gonna be like, what? When you use a buffing brush, I use the MAC Oval brush, which is like, you know, these were the first ones, and then the guy that did these went and made the Artie's brushes. Or you can use your Misha, whatever. But I think this works the best. You will feel like, and it will look like, there is nothing on your skin, but after you apply a little bit of concealer and your powder, as this wears throughout the day, it looks so good. Like, I don't know why, like, I think it looks good when I put it on. It does look like next to nothing, but when you actually like check your skin midday, I usually check my face at lunch because, and I'm like, it looks really, like my skin looks really pretty. It's not even about a makeup thing, your skin just looks really good. If you want coverage, this is not for you. But if you're one of those people that like, you just want your skin to look good and you want to spot conceal, this is one of those like really great foundations for that, because it will even out your skin slightly. It's not going to cover redness. It's not going to cover any dark spots. It provides like a very, very light filter, and then you kind of just throw in concealer and do the rest of your makeup, and then it just all comes together. I don't know how else to explain it, but love it. For concealer, I use NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have macadamia on the under eyes and I have ginger on the face. Let me swatch all of these for you so you can get an idea. This is Custard, which I had bought when, you know, it kind of first released, and you know, it was like the most popular shade for warm undertones for the under eyes. I really don't use it that much anymore now that there's macadamia. Macadamia is kind of like a shade, like another warmer shade. It has a peachy undertone, so it actually acts as a corrector and a concealer for me on the under eyes. And then we have Ginger, which I love using this on the face. It's like so perfect for me. So from light to dark, we kind of have Custard, I don't know why I sound so weak right now. Macadamia and ginger. So ginger definitely is very warm, and macadamia is slightly lighter with like a peachier undertone. So it's kind of like a happy medium between these two. Although this one definitely, the custard is like a warm ivory. You know, like you don't necessarily see the warmth, but oh my God, in comparison, you can see the difference. My God, life feels so rough right now. Okay. Oh, I keep fussing with my hair, guys. I feel like it looks like really one-dimensional. Like there's no, like, I don't know what is up with the lighting today in this room. Like I have the usual setup of the lights, but doesn't it, I just feel like it looks so dark. Oh, I don't know. Okay. The Graftobian HD Cream Highlight Contour Light Palette. Love this. I know I talk about this a lot, but I use it a lot and it looks really used. I mean, look at that. The camera is actually even making it look better than it is, but like I like dig into this. Like this color and like these two shades are like, how do I explain? There's like divots. So I used today, I mean, I kind of switch out brushes, Morphe Y10, and I went into these two colors and we kind of carved out the cheekbones. And then I used this e.l.f. concealer brush, which I really love. All the e.l.f. concealer brushes in this line, this one and the fluffy black one for setting powder or for buffing concealer under the eyes, and then this one in general just to kind of spot conceal is so good. So I always dig into this peachy shade and I carve out the brows a little bit. Sometimes I'll use like a very pinpoint synthetic concealer brush and pop it in one of these lighter shades and like do like a kind of a natural highlight instead of using an actual highlighter. So I mean, ugh, this looks so disgusting, but I love it so much. Okay, some new items. This is from Surratt. I did a Spacenk haul. There was like, I think it was like 50 off 200. 250. After trying the lip sleeks from Surratt and actually being able to be in a Sephora where there was like the display so I could play with everything, I became much more interested in the brand. The one thing I had was their eyelash curler, which I love, which I picked up in a VIB sale a year or two ago. So good. And then love the lip sleeks. This is the diaphan, oh, I don't want to say this word, can't say it, whatever. It's their loose powder. There's a matte version and a what they call a glowier version. I picked the glowy version up only because after reading the reviews, it seemed that most people who thought they needed the matte one actually did not need it, and that the glowy version was quite mattifying and kept the makeup in place. So this is how it goes. This is one of those brands where you need to buy the compact separately from the actual product, but it doesn't kill you. I feel like, what's the brand that does that and you're like, oh my God, that's so expensive? I can't remember. Oh my God, that's gonna drive me crazy that I can't remember. There's a brand that does that and it just it turns me off from buying their products. But this one isn't bad. This is 40 bucks. The compact was 20 and the powder was 20. And I'm like, the powder just being 20 is kind of awesome. So let me go through this packaging with you because I really enjoy like the whole setup of this. It has the standard Surratt packaging where it kind of does this like oil slick thing into like a matte black. I love it. It's like, it's very cool. Very, very cool. And Troy Surratt is like a really like renowned makeup artist. I feel like I've been hearing about him even before like YouTube was a big thing. Like I'd see his name in so many like magazine articles. What is my lighting doing? I feel so blah. Or is it my camera? My camera's like not focusing properly. Okay, so you have this. It's a very lightweight compact, so it's not super heavy. It's very easy to open. You have a puff. This puff is awesome. And then you have your powder and it's in a compact. The best part, this is a net. You just press this in and you pop it on your face. Now, I use a brush and I kind of dipped it in here and you just get like the teeniest bit of powder, and I did my T-zone. And then I went through with the puff to kind of finish off the rest of my face because I just want a very light dusting. Also, when you use a brush, you can dip it in here and you kind of like mush it off. Is that not the word? Clean it off here, or you can clean it off on the puff. I never directly put powder from the brush onto my face. I always push it into something like this, or I like tap it off. I tend to not want to tap it off as much because tapping it off feels so wasteful, although I do it. I like kind of mushing it into a puff so I can kind of use it later from the puff. I really like this. This is really pretty. Now, is this as undetectable as the Charlotte Tilbury? Maybe not, but this is still really good. It's so odd because now when I look at my powders, I'm like, I would probably only truly keep like maybe three, 4 powders. I'm just like, and I mean, to like the like non-beauty junkie makeup obsessive person, that always sounds like so many powders, but you guys know how it is, right? Like we probably have a ton of powders that we've tried. Anyway, yeah, I would recommend this to you. I really like it. I love how the loose powder almost performs the way like a pressed one is. Like it's easy to use. Bronzer, we have Hourglass. I picked up both of these recently. The newer Hourglass bronzers. Here's Diffuse Bronze Light, and this is Nude Bronze Light. I have this one on today. I got this one first because Sephora did like, they were like 15 off 50 or something for VIBs. And so I got that for 35, and then I picked up this Nude Bronze Light in the Spacenk sale. When I applied the Diffuse Bronze Light, neither of them look intensely pigmented when I swatch them. They're super smooth, as all Hourglass powders are, but I felt like it was like almost too dark on me. And I don't know what is going on, but like whatever tan I had at the initial part of summer is just like fading. I feel so pale. And I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I'm outside enough, I'm driving enough. And I thought even when I went to New York and we were walking outside a lot, I thought I got a lot of sun, but I'm still so pale. I like feel like I'm like borderline at my winter color, which is like NC25, maybe we're NC25 and a half right now. That's what it feels like. Oh, sorry. So I felt like the Diffuse Bronze Light was a little dark on me, and then this is the Nude Bronze Light. They both look really pretty. I have this one on today. I think it's more so you can see it on my forehead. I don't know, this lighting. And then I just think it looks really pretty. Also, when Andrew did my makeup, I did a lot of, he like really put more like bronzer slash dark powder under my chin, like in this area, which I never really did. Like I might have just from like swiping it underneath, but like it makes my, he's like, it makes my chin less pointy, or it makes my face less long because my face is very long. And I've been doing that a lot, and I kind of like it. I don't know if it makes a huge difference, but I'm like, oh, that's a nice trick. I like that. And I also started like when I contour like my nose, I bring it all the way up into here, because that's what he did. I don't know, just, it's so fun to see how other people see your face, because like you're so used to seeing your face, you're like, oh, this is what I do, you know? Anyway, I would recommend these to you. I like them. The Diffused Bronze Light does have, I feel like it has very slight shimmer, but then the problem is, I think as over the course of the day, as your oils come through and because it's summer, it looks almost too glowy. But the Nude Bronze Light, I think a lot of people could enjoy. The original releases, I feel, were too orange and too glowy. I know a lot of people enjoy them. I enjoy an orange bronzer every so often because I feel like when you're warm toned, you can get away with it. But even those felt too orange on me, and I just didn't, I think I sold them. Did I sell them? I probably did. Okay, highlighter. This is the Kiko Summer 2.0 Highlighting Drops, and it's in the shade Golden Shell. Amazing packaging, white packaging, gold cap. There you go. You guys know I love Kiko. I personally feel like I have been talking about Kiko for a lot longer than a lot of other people on YouTube. My sister, when she was in college, had taken a trip to London, and she studied in London for like a semester, and she took a trip to Italy, and then she's like, I found this brand, it's so awesome and the prices are so good, and she picked up like eyeliners for me and eyeshadows, and like I was just like floored, because I felt like I just had not seen stuff like this before, and I was like, this is what high-end stuff feels like. I'm like, and then after doing research and over time, if you're unfamiliar with the beauty cosmetics industry, a lot of makeup is made in Italian labs. So I'm sure where Kiko does their stuff, tons and tons of other high-end luxury brands make their makeup. So that's an aside. This is the highlighter. It is a liquid highlighter. It comes in a tube like this. I love this type of packaging. I love when there's this clear tube. I think Pure Cosmetics does this sometimes too with some of their products, but like whenever I see this like clear nozzle and then you can see the product, I love it. Even with the cosmetics, the eye cream I showed you, you can just see the product. I love that. I don't know why I love that, but it's just like an element, like a design element that I really enjoy. So when I first swatched this, I was like, is it gonna be too dark? There, you can see it against the bronzer. I was like, that looks really dark. But at the same time, I'm someone that doesn't like a stark highlight. I like when it kind of blends into my skin. And I swatched it and I was like, this dries very quickly, which means maybe it'll stay on. So that's the highlighted hand, and this is the non-highlighted. So it's beautiful. It's very subtle. You only really see it when the light hits it. You know what I mean? Like here, you're like, okay, not so much, but then the light hits it and you're like, oh my God, that's like so beautiful. It just looks like your skin is really beautiful. So I have it on here, the heights of my cheekbones. You can probably see it a tiny bit. Oh, it's so pretty. There and here. It's down the nose, not as obvious because I don't want it to be so obvious. And I put a little bit on my upper lip, which almost like makes my upper lip disappear. I know that sounds bad, but like it's just so shiny and pretty. This is so gorgeous. I also have it here and I wore it on the weekend too, like all over my skin. Like, I don't know if, yeah, I think you can see. It just looks like your skin is like really pretty. You don't see any glitter particles. There's like nothing. It just looks like really gorgeous. You throw this on the shoulders, like draw lines down your arm and your legs. So it is so pretty and it dries quickly, so you don't feel sticky. You can just like put your clothes on after you apply this wherever you want to apply this. It's even easy to apply when you have your clothes on. You know how sometimes it's difficult to apply, like maneuver something liquid around your clothing, and I wear black a lot. This is so awesome. I haven't mixed this in with any kind of foundation. I typically don't do that. I literally only do that to test, for like testing purposes. On the regular, I don't do that. But I am so highly recommending this to you if you like these kind of natural glowy highlights. So if you're someone that has oily skin and felt that you had to completely just avoid liquid products, I would give this a try. I think everyone could enjoy this. And if not on your face, definitely on your body. I am all about this. For the brows, very quickly, the Glossier Boy Brow in brown. And then we have the Benefit Precisely My Brow in number 6 with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer in deep brown. Yeah, that's the brows today. Eye makeup by Terry Bronze Moon, because I don't know how to not use this, apparently. I have MAC Feline in the tight line, and then Costa Riche in the waterline, but very, very blended out. I got the Hourglass Voyeur Waterproof Liquid Liner. Again, in the Spacenk sale. Okay, I wanted to try this since it released because I love Hourglass as a brand. This is a felt tip liner. It doesn't dry super matte. It's kind of like a satin finish, which I'm okay with. But in general, I would say my only issue with it really is that I'm just not good at using felt tip liners. Otherwise, I would highly recommend it to you. It's very black. It does not move. You know how like sometimes when you're doing your like eyeliner and you're like try to adjust it and fix it with like a Q-tip or something? This is quite budget proof. Once it sets, it really doesn't go anywhere. The waterproof claims are absolutely like legit. However, it doesn't stain, so it totally removes with an eye makeup remover. So there's that balance, which is so important because there's a lot of liquid liners I use, mostly Korean brands, that do not move. And then when I go to remove all my eye makeup, there's still like a faded gray like wing liner on my eye sometimes, which sometimes is great. I think sometimes you need that, but not on a daily basis. For eyeshadow, I use the Pure Cosmetics Soiree Diaries. Why can't I say that? Soiree. I sound so like I can't pronounce. Soiree. There we go. Is that how you say it? Okay. It has this beautiful kind of rose gold lettering and this marble packaging, which we all love this. Also, I think it's so cute that they have it on the side because it's like diaries, so it's like you can like put it on like a bookshelf. It says Pure there and then Soiree Diaries there. So cute. Anyway, I've had this for about 2.5 weeks. That sounds right. 2.5 weeks. Love it. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it to you. The price I think is like, is it 32 or 34? Really, really excellent price for an eyeshadow palette. And there's 1.2 grams of 12 colors. I love it. I really, I mean, I've really dug into this. I've been using it or trying to incorporate it every day because it's just so pretty.
Let me swatch these like really pretty colors on the bottom for you first, because these are like the shimmers and they're like the most, oh, impactful, like so gorge. I'll do a more like full-on review of this. I feel like I want to do either a haul video. Oh my god, the struggle is so real right now. These two shades here I love for the crease. These two I use a lot to smudge into the eyeliner area. And then any of these, maybe minus that one, but any of these three you can use to highlight under your brow, and it's just like perfect. So this is the shade Stunner, and this is what I have all over my lid. It's the only color I have on. That's Stunner. So I have it on the lid, in the crease, on the lower lash line, like it's just everywhere, and it's so pretty. I love it because it's easy. They blend beautifully. I really can't recommend this to you enough. It's just so good. The price is good. The amount of product you get is really, really generous, and I just think that it blends out so good. Oh my god, I need to like get a better vocabulary. It blends out so evenly and easily that it's like, I don't know if this is limited edition. I think it's still available for sure, and I'll link it below. They also sent the Contour Diaries. I haven't played with this enough. I can tell you that I like it. I'm just not someone that uses face palettes a lot. This whole section is awesome. And then a lot of these do include like a yellow shade. What I like about this one the most is it has kind of this like peachy orangey powder, so you can kind of correct your skin also, or you can use it to kind of set your corrected areas. I feel like this is something that is more typically included in like makeup artist contour like face palettes, and not necessarily in like a consumer palette. So I think the addition of this shade is really awesome. And again, these blend out really pretty too. I actually look so carved out in bronze the day I use like this top 3 over here, or I guess is it top 3? Anyway, but I'm like more so in love with this. In love with this, but not as much, only because I'm not a face palette girl. I like using like a lot of different things. So there's the Bronze Moon from By Terry, MAC Feline, Costa Riche, and then the Hourglass. So if you are someone that likes felt tip and that you want something, I guess it's not so satin. Maybe my By Terry made this look more satin on my lids. It looks pretty matte there. It doesn't move though. And you can see it doesn't do that weird bleedy thing. Remember when I reviewed the Tarte eyeliner and I compared it to like the Tom Ford and the Sicily? The Sicily is excellent still, but like this doesn't bleed at all. Hourglass makes excellent products. I want to share these two brushes with you because I've had them for a few days and they make eyeshadow so easy. They're from Rodial. I think that's how you pronounce it. I guess I was saying Rodial. I still like saying Rodial, but I think it's Rodial. And oh, and I picked up an eyeshadow palette. There's so much I need to share with you that I haven't shared with you. This is the number 10 brush and this is the number 9 brush. They're synthetic, they're domed, and they're so ridiculously soft and smooth. I just use this to do the crease, and I use this to go on the bottom, and I might have used a combination of the two to kind of like work it into the lid, because like when I apply eyeliner to the tight line and the waterline, I kind of like to smudge it. I like close my eye and smudge it, so I probably smudged it with this. This, if you're somebody that applies something to your waterline and then you have shadow underneath and you like to blend the two together, this brush, it's actually called the Smoky Eye Brush, because it just glides across that area and it doesn't irritate your eye. It's so soft. I think when you're doing something like that, you do need to go synthetic. Not that natural hairs or natural bristles are tough on your eyes. Some of them are, but like, you know, the Japanese made ones are super soft, but I still feel like something like this, because they move as one, you don't get like a stray hair that kind of like, you know, goes into your eye. This is so good if you want to like close your eye and smudge and smoke things out, which is generally how I like my makeup. I every day go for a very diffused look. So something like this is perfect for me. I love these. I super highly recommend them to you. I got mine off of Spacenk. I don't know if Nordstrom carries these, because Nordstrom carries like Spacenk brands. So I'll link them wherever I can, but I love these, especially if you are into like cruelty-free and you want to do like synthetic brushes. These are amazing. For the lips, we have MAC Spice as the lip liner. I was having a hard time finding a lip liner today because I have a very kind of orangey lip. So what I have on is Ladybug from Troy Surratt. It's a lip sleek. I picked up Bandy, right? And I love it, but I was like, I feel like I was like going through it very quickly, and I was like, I wonder if there's another shade I can enjoy. So I picked up Ladybug, and it's what I have on today. So here's Bandy, which would also look excellent with this lip liner. I use this liner very sparingly today, and then this is Ladybug. I love this lip. And it looks even better, I think, without a lip liner. I just put a lip liner on today because I knew I was going to show you guys, and I wanted to make sure everything was kind of like in place. But when you look at this shade, when I look at oranges, they're typically red oranges or coral oranges. They're very, very warm. And I don't know, maybe this is like a tangent and I'm being very picky, but when people describe colors, I learned this maybe, I want to say like in grade school in an art class, or high school in like a magazine article. I just can't remember when. But when you describe colors, when you're describing a combination of colors, orange, red, red, orange, the color that you say first is more concentrated. And ever since I learned that, I've always been really careful and specific about how I describe shades. Guys, I feel like I'm getting sick. Is that what it is? I feel like I'm like losing myself while I'm trying to like describe all this makeup to you. Like, it's exhausting to me. Oh my God. So while most oranges I like always have a red base to them because they're very warm. I love orangey reds. This orange has a yellow base to it. I think in the swatch you can definitely see how it has like a very kind of warm yellowy undertone. And it may not be super obvious on camera, but when I put it on, I was like, this is like for my skin tone. Like, I love it. It looks so pretty, and it like brings my skin to life, which is, if you've been watching the vlogs, it's like, that's my goal. How to like brighten my skin, how to look more awake. And I feel like this Spice lip liner, it might be messing with it a little, but I just, plus the formula of this, I don't know. It's like I don't want to go look at more colors because then I'm gonna buy them. But it's so nice. The formula feels so good. It looks so good. They wear off gracefully, and it's just, oh, so good. I need to show this to you guys without a lip liner next vlog, I promise. I'm sorry guys, I like lost all of my energy. I'm like, okay, let's get it together. Okay. So I woke up early this morning, like extra early. I was up at like 5:30, not even on purpose, but maybe, you know, like before you go to bed and you're like, oh, I have to do all these things the next day, and then you can't sleep, or you wake up early because your body's like, come on, let's get it together. I feel like it's been like that for like so long. I'm just like, ugh. So I'm gonna check the time. If there's more time, I'm gonna film a bit of a like not clothing haul, but like a different haul. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. There is no time to film what I wanted to film. I wanted to share so much stuff with you guys. Also, I fell into the car. I don't know what is wrong with me this morning. There's just like, it's like all the energy has disappeared. Like, I went to step into the car and somehow tripped and fell into the car. It was very awkward and very uncool. Okay, I feel like I look so much better in this lighting. I felt like I look like total shit when I was showing you guys my makeup. So we'll see if it looks like that when I edit it. But I was just like, why do I look so disgusting right now? Okay. Yes, so when I check my phone, not enough time to share with you everything. I have a pair of sandals I want to share with you, a scarf, some leggings, just a lot of like cute accessories. I haven't been, you know, I don't really shop that much. Like, I buy like a purse here and there and some sunglasses, but I really don't do like shopping anymore. Like, nothing I want to buy. Okay, which is a good thing, but also I feel like I have nothing to wear. I do have plans for Trader Joe's this weekend. I'm very excited. I feel like I haven't been into Trader Joe's in a while and bought anything. But it's Friday, so there's the weekend, and I can't wait. Yes, very excited. That was a really, really fucking cool car. It looked like an Eclipse. Do you remember the Mitsubishi Eclipse when they were really cool looking? When I was in high school, my very first car was a Mitsubishi Eclipse. It was a red one, and it was just like amazing. It was like, I don't know, was that my dream car? No, I actually wanted a Murano, which I have now, but they kind of look different from when I was in high school. I really wanted a Murano, but I think my dad was kind of living out this like sports car fantasy, so I ended up with a Mitsubishi Eclipse, which was so awesome because everyone else had like a Volkswagen Jetta or a Passat. I feel like those were like the most popular cars in like my high school. I don't know where this clip is going. It's just very random right now, but I should just end the vlog. Yeah, I promise next week's vlog, so good. Food, makeup, new things. I'ma try, guys. I'ma try.